How can one be transparent when the truth becomes the lie and the lie becomes the truth? I ask myself this in the quiet hours of the night when the world is asleep and my heartbeat sounds like a confession. Did I get so lost in the lie that I believed it too? That my complexion is too dark to be considered divine, or that my hair is too woolly and wild to be called a crown, or even the fact that aging is meant for fading and not for evolving? They say that healing comes with spiritual awakening. But what they don't tell you is that awakening comes with grief, the grief of realizing all the lies that you call truths just to survive. I always had this picture in my mind of a nice little video. 5 things I learned after a year on the road. Easy, right? Except I learned real quick. Healing doesn't do bullet points, and it doesn't care about your YouTube timeline either. In 2024, I went on this healing journey in my RV. I knew this time it was either get my shit together or let grief turn me into a soul that stops living long before the body does. Did I get that big happy ending that I was looking for? Or was it a case of same situation in a different location? Because healing will awaken your spirit in ways your soul may not be ready for. Being there hit me in ways a photo never could. I felt pride, I felt joy I had never known before. I felt this deep connection to the earth, like the landscape and I were part of the same thing. For those moments, nothing else mattered. Not the noise, not the gossip, not the headlines, just the present. I thought I found my forever, that I finally reached this place I was supposed to live happily ever after. Go Jackson State! I'm exercising, y'all. To Jackson State University! Whoa! But But then a few weeks later, I started waking up heavy again. No motivation, slipping back into old habits. I met my goals and tasted joy, and then those same haunting thoughts will pull me back into despair. It frustrated me. How could I do the work, get what I wanted, and still feel stuck? I did the thing I thought would fix me. So why was I still carrying this ache? When I filmed content, I thought I'd be proud of myself, but every time I watched it back, I just criticized myself. I looked at my body, my face, my words, and instead of seeing bravery, I only saw flaws. And then it hit me. The version of me holding the camera was destroying the version of me daring to be on screen. It was like I was watching a war inside of my soul. I am worthy to speak my truth. I am worthy. I am worthy to be in this room. I am worthy to show my face. I gotta believe what I'm saying. My mentor, Tina, always said, sit in the observer's chair. Watch yourself from the outside. So I tried it, and that's when the tears came. Because I felt so sorry for the version of me that was trying, only to be beaten up by my own voice. I had to admit something was wrong. That's when I realized I needed a meeting. Yes, me and all my selves, the little girl, the woman from my 20s, 30s, and 40s, and the woman I am today. We needed to come together because a soul divided can never find peace. The question became, how do we blend? How do we come together? How do we allow past hurts to soften the forgiveness? But most of all, how do we unlearn what was taught? And now I stand before you, transparent, not polished, not perfect. Because the truth, the real truth, is not something I speak. It's something I become.